10 to 7, cold and wet. And this is the bit where we go out and try and find some breakfast. There is a cafe that we know opens at 6 a.m. up here near the albergue, but because it's literally across from the albergue, it might actually get quite busy.
Yeah.
But we'll give it a go first. And it's pretty wet everywhere, but it's not actually raining at the moment.
Yeah, it must have rained a lot last night.
Yeah, but it is freaking cold. More later.
Bye.
They got really crazy, and a lot of the alcohols, they got a beehive, so about 3 hours. So we finished our breakfast. Just went back and got all our gear.
A nice look at the beautiful cathedral.
Yeah. I think it's a bit misty. It's hard to tell, it's so cold. But this is us walking out of Burgos at 7:30. Not a bad by the side of the road look.
Hi.
Hello again, so we're on the road, 7:30. I think we had a really good rest day in Burgos.
Yeah, we did.
I mean, you could attack it in two ways. You could try and see everything you could see in one day, or you could attack it our way and just be...
Yeah, but we've seen everything. So
Yeah, we just
really
relaxed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a snooze. Lynn watched a Western movie or two. But really enjoyed Burgos. Just move over so we don't get run over by the world's fastest scooter. So yeah, we're off to Hornillos today, which is a little town of about 50 people, 20 odd K down the road. And just before we get to Hornillos, we walk up onto the Meseta. So that's like the high plains tableland that runs pretty much all the way to Astorga. So I know some of the people we've met said that they're leaving Burgos with e-bikes, and some are even missing the Meseta because they're time limited. We quite like it, so
Yeah, we love it.
let's hope we get some nice weather.
Yes.
So far, so good.
Bye.
It's actually quite a pretty walk leaving Burgos when you go through the parkland. The actual park over there isn't open. I think there's some sort of renovation, but this section along here is very pretty. So this is the gates from the movie The Way, where Tom gets his backpack carried. Yeah, we normally, or in the past, have walked through that park, but it's all blocked off today.
Yeah, it looks like they're doing major renovations to it.
So in the movie The Way, Tom would have been stumped. So we quite like getting our photo taken near that gate, because in 2013, Lynn was at home minding her own business when on TV she caught part of the movie The Way.
Yeah.
And then another day she caught another part of it. It kept coming around again on Foxtel, until eventually she said to me, "You need to watch this movie, it might be really good." So we watched it and learned about the Camino. Never heard about it before.
That was the beginning.
That was the beginning. So as we walk along the Camino, things like that, which are iconic scenes from the movie, we like
they
to...
mean a lot to us.
Yeah.
Because this has changed our lives, doing this.
Oh, absolutely.
Caminos for the last 11 years.
Yeah,
So it's quite significant.
yeah. Okay, more later.
Bye.
So it's about 10 o'clock in the morning, and this is the river approaching Tardajos. Yeah, there's a lot of water coming down there. Felt a few times like it's going to rain, but it's held off. So we're almost in town and almost halfway through our morning. So this is us just coming into Tos Santos, which seems to be about halfway today. We've sort of been punting along, mainly because it's been flat and cool and know where to stop yet. But I think we're ready for a cafe con leche.
Yes. See. Hi.
So it's just gone 10:20. Just wandering through the streets of Tardajos. Going past the church.
It's a big church.
Which is a huge church.
Not open.
If I do this, you can see it's a huge church. So we reckon we're about halfway to Hornillos. It's 10:30-ish. So we're just going to take it easy. We're staying in the albergue meeting point in Hornillos.
We've stayed there before.
Stayed there before and it was really nice.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's the same.
Yep.
We will let you know soon. Bye.
Bye.
So not really far at all from Tos Santos. You come to Rabé de la Calzada, another sleepy little village. We've had the loveliest walking day so far. It's cool, overcast.
Perfect.
The threatened rain hasn't come to anything. So we're lucking it out so far. There's a number of quite pretty murals on the buildings as you leave town, heading towards Hornillos. The windmills you can see up on the ridge, that's actually the start of the Meseta tableland that we'll walk up pretty soon. But this has been a very pretty little village. Lovely little chapel on the outskirts of town. Go and have a look.
What's your name? Lynette.
So we visited the little chapel on the outskirts of Rabé, and the lovely nun in there greeted us and gave us a blessing.
We've got another medallion.
But what a special little thing that she does.
Yeah.
Genuine, absolutely genuine.
Yeah. She's still going strong.
Yeah, that's great to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was lovely.
She was in there by herself today
Yeah,
as well.
yep,
Normally she's got an offsider.
yep,
But she was rallying the pilgrims to line up.
yep. Stamp your passport yourself.
And oh, bless you.
Lovely. So more artwork leaving town. Very colourful.
These are good, these ones. Very colourful.
Yeah. So after we left Rabé and have come up onto the Meseta, the trail has been particularly sticky mud. And we have walked in 2016 between Hornillos, where we're staying tonight, and Hontanas, the next town. And in that year there was an absolute mudfest. Low-lying land, didn't matter where you walked. So I'm hoping it's not going to be a repeat of that tomorrow, because this has been quite muddy. It's that sticky mud that clogs your boots. We'll see.
And once again, the poppies are back. Yay. They haven't been around for a few few days.
So we're up on the Meseta now.
It's raining.
Cold, rainy, windy. We reckon we've only got a few K to go, so we really don't want to poncho up.
No,
Fingers crossed.
I'm trying to ignore it.
See how we go.
Bye.
This is the first glimpse you get of Hornillos del Camino. Cresting the hill and going down to a dip in the Meseta, and there's our little town. Can't remember now, population 50, population 70. It's not real big, but that's where we're going.
It's a lovely sight.
But it is a lovely sight.
It's a big, long hill.
Yes. Just gone 12:15. It's been threatening rain, drizzling the last 20 minutes, but this is the entrance to Hornillos del Camino. So I reckon we're going to get to the meeting point, Albergue, without the rain.
Very lucky.
That's what it is, lucky. It's cold, I think, Lyndon, what did you say it was?
10 degrees.
10 degrees, a bit breezy, bit of drizzle, but as far as walking conditions, pretty good.
Yeah.
Almost there. I'm thinking this is official. We're in town. Got to reduce our speed to 30k. And I think, yeah, I think that albergue with the Spanish flag and the blue arrows is the meeting point. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Our home for the night.
So we're in Casa Manolo having lunch. We've lobbed into town, this is, lobbed into town pretty quickly today. I think we were the second people in that albergue where we're staying. Normally the cafe at Casa Abuelo is open and it serves really good meals. It was closed. And as you can see, this is only a really small dining area in the hotel in the middle of town. So there was a small goods store at the start of town. Luckily, our albergue provides a meal tonight. So I don't know where else you'd eat in town. We'll investigate further. Hello again.
Hi.
So we just had lunch at the hotel in the middle of town. It seems to seat about 12 people
Yeah, probably, yeah.
at a time. And
At the most.
there's a stack of people in the bar. We had a really lovely
Yeah.
dinner. And our albergue has tea tonight, so we're stitched up. But there's not many places left to eat in this town.
No.
Now we're hoofing it right till the other end of town where there used to be a cafe. We heard it was closed.
Yeah.
So if it is, there's basically that hotel.
And the albergues that supply dinner.
So if your albergue supplies you with dinner, you're fine. Now
And a little grocery store.
yeah, but we stayed in Sol de Sol private rooms last year. They didn't do food. We had to come to this bar.
Yeah.
And if it's closed, I don't know what they do for lunch, for dinner.
Well, it's still got bar written on the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
More later.
Bye.
Good evening.
Hi, guys.
So we've just come back from tea in
The meeting point.
and they have a huge paella which they carve up between everybody and there's a salad on the table.
How many people would there have been there today?
Well,
20?
there would have been
20?
more than 30 plus because we worked out one of the
Mysteries.
So the place we looked up the road, Sol de Sol, which is a country guest house hotel thing, it doesn't have a kitchen, and their people came and ate in our albergue. They must have an arrangement.
Yeah.
So that's how they get around the fact that there's no restaurants in this town.
Yeah.
So
And the green tree is gone.
yeah, the green tree which we walked up the street.
Well, it might not be gone, but it looks like they're doing major renovations to it.
So they're short quite a few cafes, and the Casa Abuela, which is another place we stayed. Now it's got a really nice cafe, which was always open at lunchtime
For anybody.
but now they have locked gates, and we saw some people who were staying there basically knock on the door.
They had an intercom system,
Yeah,
and they buzzed
open the gate
and
and let them
opened
in.
the steel gate and let them in.
So if their cafe works, it's only for them.
Yeah,
So this town has got some real problems with food.
Yeah.
Anyway, but we're fine. We had tea.
Yeah.
We had a good day.
Yeah.
And
tomorrow looks like we're going to have full sun for 3 days.
Yeah.
And by Sunday,
Yeah.
it's going to be 25. So I'll probably be complaining that it's too hot to walk. But it'll be a nice change to have the sun out and it be warm in the afternoon.
Yeah.
To just sit in the sun and relax after our walks. So
and we still think it'll be a mud fest between here and Fontana's, but we'll see tomorrow.
What year? Well, a few years ago, 2018, and it was so bad for about 5 kilometres, and we were even trying to go off into the crops to find a place to be able to put our feet where we didn't sink 3 inches into mud.
But it was just as bad.
So I think we hope not.
Yeah.
But we think we might have another issue like that tomorrow, but we'll wait and see.
It's only a 20k day tomorrow. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, that's it for tonight, I think.
Yeah.
Only one thing, it is so loud in this albergue at the moment. Everybody seems to slam doors, and so let's hope
furniture.
Let's hope when they go to bed it's a bit quiet.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, more tomorrow.
All right then. Good night.
Bye.